So we've come to the point of I guess my coding where I need to teach you about the birds and the bees. That is correct. I have learned how to code a simplistic form of reproduction, um, and so we can have lifespans now, which is crazy. I actually didn't think I'd get to this. I also thought coding this would be a little bit harder, but uh, somehow I made it work. And not saying that I'm good, I just somehow made it work. I have no idea how. We're going to play. One, you'll see that the squares in the beginning are small and then they'll become big. I have uh, introduced maturity so that if a square has a baby, that baby is not quite ready to reproduce. Oh, you know what? I set that for 8 because I was impatient. Let's set that for uh, lifespan is 50. Hold on. Yeah, there's lifespan is 50. You splice. So they all will end up dying at the same age. Let's see if it heckin' s nope I age equals it was 8, wasn't it? 8? Nope. Um, greater than 8, maybe. Oh well, heck, I don't know where that code is. Whoopsie. Um, oh wait. Mature equals true. Oh, was it? Hold on. It would. There we go. If age is, let's change that, shall we? We'll do. I mean, I would do 18 because that would be the normal thing, but also people are only living to 50. So let's do 14 for now. And this is, look, these are squares. They're also hermaphroditic. Am I saying that? They're basically planaria. A square can be a male or a female. Once the square is the female and gives birth, it has a cooldown for birth. You know what? I'm explaining this way too much. I'm gonna explain it while you watch it. It'll probably start lagging, and that's when I just gotta cut the recording. Here we go. Lovely. So we have mature, false, because they're all small. They're all babies. That will change. Oh, I guess I'll change it 14. So actually, ooh, I don't know when the first babies will happen. I know when the first babies happened when it was 8. Oh, there's a baby. Okay, so there's another baby, and you can see they've got cooldowns because they can't just immediately go and have another baby. This actually took a while to only get one baby out of everything. There was a point where every square was having triplets, and I couldn't handle that. I just can't handle triplets. So they will also die at 50, hopefully. So we'll cut down the code a little bit. But I just wrote that, so I don't know if it'll work. Let's see if they die. Hey, they died. Okay, cool. Nice. So we're keeping a fairly steady population. They're making the babies. Oh no, the baby. Let's go. Okay. Uh, let's see. What did I add? I added So I added collide. So this is all based on if a square runs into another square. This is not coding desire yet. Not coding if they're content. So a square can be hungry or thirsty. It's just if it runs into another square and it's mature, then it will pop out a baby, much like life. Let's see. Well, we've got a pretty good population. We need more kids. Let me see here. Let mature equal false normally, of course. Let gave birth equals false. You don't want to just start giving birth when you pop into the world. And birth cooldown. So I had that, lovely, because people need a cooldown after they have a baby. This is more of an R strategy than a K strategy because they give birth to a baby and then they kind of just let it off into the world. But that's a little more biology, then we've actually got a pretty small population. I actually didn't think they'd die off. Oh my goodness, they're gonna die off. Huh. Because there will be 3 in like 3 seconds. Yep. Oh my goodness. They actually, okay. Hey, bottleneck effect. That's not bottleneck effect. Let's change that because I do want to talk a little bit more. Mature. I need to tidy this daggone code. Um, hmm. Where where did I define maturity? Greater than or equal to 14, right? Yeah, okay. We're gonna back that down because we only have 2 squares left. Let's you know what? We'll do 8 just for now. So I do have to work on that once. Well, you know what? We're gonna have the last square die. So I realized that I got to a point where they weren't dying, so I needed to kill them off by. Oh yeah, it freezes. It cannot read property mature of undefined because there's no additional squares. Okay, let's do that. They're gonna be mature at 8. Hopefully that gives them a bit more time. The first babies will happen up here. Boop. There we go. I do remember that one because I watched that a few times. What else did I add? Splicing life. Oh, if mature equals false, they're half the size. Actually, technically a quarter of the size because they're 5 wide, 5 high instead of 10 wide, 10 high, so they're a quarter of the size. Birth cooldowns right here. This is if the birth cooldown is 0, they can have another baby. They have to be mature, please. They both have to be mature, by the way. So an immature square cannot run into a mature square and a baby come out of it, because unlike the world, my squares have humanity. Collision has to happen. So that's actually, kids, if you don't know the birds and the bees, you actually run at somebody at top speed. Oh my goodness. We just had a burst of population. Oh, everything's slow. Well, some are going to die, but okay. That's a lot of babies. Okay. That's going to ruin my code. So I got to figure out how to get a good happy medium because this is a lot. It's actually off the screen, which is cool. We push a new square into the array, which is what you're seeing. Yes. And give birth equals true at that point. So if give birth equals true, then the birth cooldown goes adds 15. Then if it's above 0, give birth equals false because you can't. Okay, well, how about that? We are going. Where is this again? Greater than or equal to 8, right? We'll do. Okay. We'll do 11, like a happy medium, maybe. I don't know. What else did I add? Let's see. Up. I was talking about that. They push a new square. Yes. They push it. I specifically only wanted what is it? The squares to the left or above to give birth. So I didn't want both of the individuals giving birth. So I did not say push a new square to. Oh, here it is. It's because there would be 4 of these instead of 2 if I wanted both squares to have a baby. So basically I only defined squares to have babies on in certain parameters so that they didn't have a million babies. But that's not necessarily. Hey, there we go. That's a good. Maybe I just need to drop it down to like age 45 people die. It's fine. I'm using a lot of this. I'm using a lot of frame count. Where is this? There we go. I'm liking this more as a timer system than anything I've really used before. And it's pretty simple. and even when my frame count um, doesn't match 60, which it often doesn't with this code, it still stays at a standard of measurement. So basically, just making all timers run off the same standard is pleasing to my brain, my round brain. I don't even know what else I added. I just like looking at this. I finally got it. I finally got health, hunger, thirst, age, and reproduction and death. But age, I guess, is just timing. Age is just a timer, so that wasn't hard, I guess. But reproduction and death, didn't think I'd get here, but holy heck. In this breakthrough, I was, just dabbling at work, and oh, there's another baby. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the only additional code, but it changes everything because now I want to start getting into behavior. So I want to start making different squares behave different ways, and I will have no idea how to track that, or I have no idea how to track that. Hopefully I will have an idea of how to track it, but my goodness. And I don't necessarily feel the need to make certain squares male or female. I guess that might be a question. Like I don't know. They're planaria. No, planaria worms split. What is the daggone worm? There is a type of worm, flatworm, that that can be male or female, and actually depends on which one hits the other. With go talk to your parents about that one. But if one hits the other, then the one that got hit becomes female. So that is a little bit of biology about flatworms, and I think it's a flatworm. It could absolutely not be a flatworm. I like the consistency of this population. It's lagging a little bit, but something happened there. Oh, that's health. Sorry. I keep seeing these what's the corner piece again? Hold on. I guess why'd I I spell that wrong. There we go. Ellipse. Class. Oh no, that's correct. Hold on. There's health. There's class F, which is, that's food. Okay. That's text. I think that's it. Does that get rid of all of them? Oh, it does. Okay. There we go. I don't know why I had that code. I understood it at some point, and it was actually very important at some point. Not necessarily important now. So I do need to do a little bit of code cleaning. I'm finally into the 300s, right? Yeah, barely. 310, which I've got a lot of blank space too. Taylor Swift. But you know what? I wanted to show this because there became a point where I knew certain levels, and I was like, okay, this isn't going to be fun. This isn't going to be fun to watch. It's fun to make, and it's fun to finally have that outcome. But I don't know. I find this enjoyable to watch, just the chaos. There actually, I guess technically, there is no chaos, which I do want to introduce at some point. There's no randomness to this. It is all based off of where each square starts, and I do want to add and introduce chaos. I do want to introduce random elements that will make every single time different. The problem is when testing code where every single time is different, you can't really identify unless you think of everything as an activity. You can't really identify what's going wrong. So that's why I didn't introduce randomness at any point in this, because if a square is having trouble drinking, I want to always know that it's going to hit the pond at second 10, so that I can look at the pond at second 10 and see exactly when it it has its problem, or exactly what it's doing in the split second it has its problem. So everything is technically set in stone, set in motion. I want to change that, but I think behaviors come next, and then maybe we'll see. I want to make some aggressive squares, some shy squares. I want squares to purposefully kill each other. Um, Now that I've got squares that don't die by running into the wall every time, and they actually die by age now, which baffles me that I actually. Sorry, there was. Square 1 was older than square 0, which should never happen, but it did, which means. Okay, sorry. Kind of geeked out. Because it's on frame rate, it means it must have gotten the exact split second frame rate and turned 1 immediately, like somebody born on December 31st. And that's not turning 1, but turning over the new year. So I guess technically age is not age, it's years. But I've been rambling, and I still enjoy looking at this code. It's so wacky. But until next time, I have no idea when next time's going to be. I have no idea how I'm going to go about coding. And so it'll take a while. It'll probably take multiple months for the next step, but I hope you join me for the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I don't think there's necessarily any code that I need to give credit to. If you look up like stopwatch code, I use that just to make sure my cooldown was correct, because this was the first time I had a countdown timer. But I've shown, I think, stopwatch code before. So we have 25 squares. Was that a 20? No, for some reason I thought that was in the 20s. Well, until next time, I hope you. Oh yeah, we definitely don't have 20. Never mind, we have 14. Until next time, have a wonderful week, and I'll be back here at some point in my life. Bye.